Hello everyone, this is Vasco with WTB3. Today I will be exploring the business communication aspect of India with the team of experts I have gathered here today. As business continues to grow between the United States and India, it is becoming more important for businesses in the United States to understand the cultural differences of India. The panel of experts I have here today will be discussing legal and ethical, social, nonverbal, age, gender, and religious differences. Doug, what are some of the legal and ethical differences between the United States and India today?
Well, in the United States, corporations are legally accountable for discriminatory or harassing behavior in the workplace. In India, the legal safeguards are less developed, therefore leading to discrimination in recruitment, selection, and career advancements, which are less likely to be challenged. In regards to ethics, U.S. companies apply their codes of conduct to all employees, whereas in India, businesses generally do not. Also, India is more specific about defining what is relative when discussing items such as conflict of interest. Finally, in both countries, there is a strong expectation to protect the company's interests and to not achieve personal gains at the company's expense.
Lisa, can you tell me a little bit about any social differences that may exist between America and India?
Yes, Vasco. One main difference is that the businesses in the Indian culture don't like to say no when they're working with you. They feel that it's rude.
Is there another example that you would like to share with us?
Sure. Another one is gifts are often given and received in the Indian culture in the business, whereas in the U.S. gifts can be considered bribes. Also, if you do receive a gift, it's offensive if you open it in front of the giver.
That's a completely different practice than that in the United States, where people tend to open gifts in front of the giver.
Yeah, it's a good one to know.
Keisha, what is the proper way to greet someone in the Indian culture?
Well, Vasco, the traditional Indian greeting is the namaste. This is where both hands pressed down, palms touching, and fingers pointed upwards in front of the chest with a slight bow of the head. It recognizes a common divine essence in the person you greet and has a spiritual basis. It also shows a sign of your understanding of Indian etiquette. Also, when doing business in India, business cards are essential to every meeting. It's good to have your business cards translated to Hindi. It shows a sign of respect as opposed to linguistic necessity. You give and receive with your right hand, and you want to always make sure it's put away respectfully.
The example you gave today can also be used generally meaning public people in India.
Correct.
Doug, being that you are very knowledgeable in this field, does a generation gap exist in the workforce in India?
Most definitely, with nearly half of India's workforce under the age of 25, there is definitely an age gap. This is the youngest population in the world. So the challenge is now to get the younger generation to work as a team and gain knowledge and loyalty from India's elders. On the other hand, by mid-century, India's population of 60 and older is expected to encompass 323 million people, a number that is greater than the current population of the United States today.
It's just a very vast amount of people to have between 60 and the younger workforce. Lisa, does the male to female ratio in India differ from the United States gender ratio?
Actually, yes. Because there is still such a high preference for male children to female children in India, the ratio currently is 914 women to 1,000 men, which is 91.4%. And it's actually lower than the United States ratio, which is 96.3%.
Keisha, can you explain religion in India and how does it affect businesses within the workforce?
Yes, Vasco. There are several different religions in India. However, Hinduism, one of the ancient religions in the world, developed about 5,000 years ago, is the official religion in India. Hinduism cannot be defined easily, perhaps the only religious tradition that is so diversified in its theoretical premises and practical expressions as to be called a museum of religions. With its roots in Hinduism and the caste system, Indian society operates within a framework of strict hierarchy that defines people's roles, status, and social order.
Well, I'd like to thank Lisa, Keisha, and Doug for joining us today. Leaving here, I hope you have a better understanding about doing business internationally, more specifically in regards to India. The information provided should help you develop the necessary tools and skills that you will need to accomplish your corporate organizational goals worldwide. Thank you.